How do we learn? Ooh, parenting. Ooh. I'm not super nanny, by the way. Sorry, I can't stand Joe Frost. Our kids love the naughty step. Have you figured that one out yet? Oh, you have figured that one out. Good. God for that. Yeah. Get there. Woo! Yes! Do you see, that's the problem? The problem is that let me be very clear on this, okay? People get very obsessed with positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement, okay? A thing that's a positive reinforcer is something that the person likes, yeah? So if I'm stressed and I hit my brother and my mum, to punish me, puts me on the step and I like the step, can you see? I'm going to keep hitting him to get there. And that's what happens with our kids. What happens is detention. Whoa, yes, don't have to go outside. And the teacher's going, he'll learn, and he's going, I have learned. Yeah, and then they'll go, oh, he's got 100 detentions and he's still not learned. He's going, but I have learned. I love detention. It's a bit like if I have a row with my wife and she don't talk to me for a week. Yeah, that's more PlayStation time. Some of you sat there going, you're a bit old for PlayStation, aren't you? It's the best, man. Somebody actually said on the last course, Lee, we quite liked you, but the PlayStation thing was a deal breaker. It's only a game. Okay, so how do we learn? Okay, I don't like this bit. I'm not proud of this bit, but I have to take you through it. Okay. So, how do we learn? So, you get together as a couple, don't you? And one of the key things is this: you believe that your upbringing was normal. Because you've got no way of measuring it against anything else. So you believe it's normal. And that's fine initially. Okay? So here, it's not my wife. It could be, she's face. I should have said, yeah, it's my wife. Okay, so my wife, her family was like these ultra hippies. Yeah. My family wasn't, okay? So they were really laid back, kind of let your kids draw on the wall and bounce on the bed and let them run around with his stuff and all that kind of things. My family wasn't, my dad wasn't. God, my dad was strict. Yeah, my dad had his own chair. And if you have a dad that had his own chair, and he'd come in and go, go! And you go, just want to watch cartoons. Okay? So, they were like love and harmony. That was their toolbox. Yeah? My dad's, he had a hammer. Yeah, that was in his toolbox, the hammer. Yeah? Not like Thor, not in a cut way, you know, kind of sexy kind of look. Weren't like that. Like one of them ball joint things, yeah? He didn't have a hammer rig, you get what I'm on about. Yeah, he had a hammer, he had social services. Okay. Now the problem is this, so you come together as a couple, don't you, with your kids? And then you row initially, don't you? And then one of you's going, no, peace and love, that's what we've got to do, we've got to raise them like this. And then one of you's going, no, discipline, that's what it needs, or she needs. Yeah, and then you come together, don't you? And then that's how you figure out how to work with your kids. Although you keep fighting forever, don't you? And you'll get things like this. You're too soft on him, you are. You need to bring a bit more discipline in. Yeah? I'm sure you've had these conversations. Yeah? Come on, Liz, a bit close to the knuckles. Okay. Right, okay. So I've got the song If I Had a Hammer in my head now. I only do this talk to amuse myself. I've got no friends. Yeah. Okay. This was my son Christopher. Obviously, I know he's not a car. Chris is. It's his birthday today. Bless him. Yeah. So shall I throw him in the bar? My son is 29. I know. Yeah. Misspent youth. Okay. So Chris is modern. He's also a hippie. He's like an IT whiz. He's amazing on computers. Okay. So, when he screwed up, when he was a kid, I brought down the hammer. Put it down! And I could make that kid cry. I could bend him to my will and he would conform. Yeah? See, you were going, I liked you up until that point. But this is the truth, isn't it? Because my dad had the hammer, so I got the hammer. Oh. Yeah? Worked with him beautifully. Although this is the thing, I look back and go, okay. Then Deanna came along. There's Deanna. Chris, when he saw this, he went, but I want to be the Ferrari. And I went, oh, you don't. Hothead. Probably ADHD. Aggressive. Yeah. There's me with my hammer. Put that down! And she'd go, what are you going to do about it? So I've been taught by my dad, well, when you bring down the hammer, bring down more hammer. So I brought down more hammer. What are you going to do about it? Don't understand this. This kid don't comply. So I brought down more hammer. And more hammer. And more hammer. And more hammer. And this is when it gets dark. But I didn't know this, by the way. We didn't have parenting courses when I was a boy. Yeah. I remember at one point, this is horrible, by the way, and I've apologised for this, because I was nasty. But I didn't know I was nasty, because this is how I was brought up. This is the bit I want you to understand. I didn't know. Do you know what I mean? I'll give you an example. I was my dad, if that makes sense. I look back now and I cringe. I remember she couldn't eat with a knife and fork in the right hand. Yeah? And I'd go, Deanna, I don't make the rules. The world's not like that. And then I'd switch them and go, you need to learn. And then she'd switch them back. And that's when the hammer had come down, and yeah, she didn't go to prom, she lost everything, her room was like a monastic cell. Seriously, you think I'm joking? She lost everything. Do you know what? Nothing changed her. Okay, can I just tell you something? Just jumping ahead. She's the one you want in your corner. As an adult, she's ferocious. She don't take crap from no one. I look at her in awe and go, I wish I was like you. Yeah? She just is very assertive and it's like, wow. But you don't, it's interesting, isn't it? I think there was research recently done that in this country, what we do basically in education is we strip away everybody's individuality and we make everybody conform, and then when they pass their exams, we go, be a free thinker. Yeah, and that's what, well, our kids are free thinkers anyway, so we're just trying to take that away from them. Okay, and I was very much rule-driven with Deanna, and you're going to do this, and like I say, none of it worked, and I was horrible, but can you understand? I didn't know I was horrible, because that's the way it was. Yeah? Okay. Then Jay comes along. Electric car. So, don't laugh. It's very offensive. Okay? So he looks like everybody else, but there's something very different under the bonnet. Yeah? Electric motor. Now, the way I describe it is this. Before Jay came along, I was in this bubble of what I call normality. Okay? And I knew what the world was about because I'd been taught by my family what the world was about. Yes? And then Jay came along. Yeah? Pervasive developmental disorder, not otherwise specified. Dyspraxia. Learning difficulties as well. With dyspraxia, fine motor, he hasn't got it. And this was the turning point. What I would openly say this, he changed my life. If he hadn't come along, my wife would have left me because she didn't want to marry somebody in my dad's image. She wouldn't have tolerated it. That's the reality. I know that. And I do look back and go, ugh. Was I really going down that path? But then, this is the interesting thing with Jay. I always joke and say he was born with this massive pin between his feet. And he burst this bubble of what normality was. And all of a sudden, I started going, and this is a phrase I really want you to try and understand. It's really key. And people, I know some of you probably heard it before. Does it really matter? Embrace that sentence, because everything you think matters does not matter. You just think it does. because you've been conditioned that it matters. Yeah? Do things different. My greatest educators have been people on the spectrum and have said, why do you do it that way? Trust me, the last 2 Christmases we've had curry. It's been ace. We only invite the family we like. It's been the best Christmases ever. Because, I always use it. Think of this. Right? Have you heard of the word institutionalisation? Yeah, it's a bad word, isn't it? Basically it means you do the same thing over and over again, doesn't it? Yeah? What does traditional mean? All the same thing. Yeah? Why do you have to do this? Because we've always done it this way. Yeah? I'm not advocating that you totally change your Christmas, but think about it, it's interesting, isn't it? Who's the one with the problem? Right, every year you invite Auntie Pat, and every year it's a disaster, and every year you'll swear you're not going to do it again. And every year you do it again. Somebody's following autistic patterns. Because it's traditional. Okay. So yeah, he totally made me change. Suddenly the knife and fork in whatever hand, it didn't matter. And that was the start of the journey, that I was starting to then go, oh my God, it doesn't matter. I will be honest with you though, it did come at a cost, and the cost was my relationship with my family, my side, because I didn't act like they wanted me to act, they suddenly were going, you're acting a bit weird. And because I questioned things, it's really interesting, isn't it? It's like when you get on to think about discipline, and again, it's my mum's generation. I spend too much time thinking about this stuff. People obviously they talk about discipline. You've got to have discipline because then you get respect. Yeah? Rubbish. Do you know what you get with loads and loads of too much discipline? Fear. But do you know what each generation does? They then tell their kids, you're learning respect, but they're not, they're learning fear. And then you do the same with your kids, and you tell them it's respect, but then it's fear. Then tonight I was in the shower, I was thinking about Yoda. I know it sounds really bizarre. I know, they're scary visual plays. But I don't know if you know that quote in Star Wars. Yeah? Fear turns to hate. Yeah? Fear turns to anger, anger turns to hate, hate turns to the dark side. That's what happens. You don't learn respect. You learn fear. I don't want my kids to fear me. Yeah, but like I said, I didn't know any better. But Jay was making me see things totally differently. So he totally changed how I approach things. And I embraced this kind of concept of does it really matter? And then it actually frees you up a little bit. And Bo Alvin, he talks about, I love this. Have you ever had a parking ticket? Okay, if you've had a parking ticket, there's 2 approaches. The first approach is this, all traffic warnings. I shouldn't park there, sorry. So if you believe I shouldn't park there, you won't park there again. The second approach is all traffic wardens are idiots. If you believe all traffic wardens are idiots, you'll park there tomorrow. Which then reinforces your belief that all traffic wardens are idiots. It's not the traffic warden, it's the idiot. And what that means is if you keep repeating that same mistake over and over again, you keep bringing down that hammer again and again and again, and you get no result, then you are the idiot. You need to change your tools. And that's the key thing. But it's difficult because it's been instilled in us that you've got to keep those tools. But with our autistic kids, well, in fact, I think this works with any kid. It's the fear as well, isn't it? Because I get this with parents. I was in a parent workshop recently. This parent said to me, Lee, if you're wrong, I'm going to hunt you down in 15 years' time. And I suddenly went, okay. But it's thinking about that.